Hey y'all, this is All of Destiny, and in this video I'll be sharing with you all how I do my own sculpted glitter acrylic nails at home. I'm not a licensed professional, but if you want to see how I get this look and how you can do your own nails at home too, then keep on watching. Before beginning the acrylic application process, I like to prep my nails. I'm using Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover and also a cuticle pusher just to push back my cuticles, and then I like to clean up under my fingernails. I do trim my nails down short regardless of how long they may grow underneath my acrylics, just because I'm going to sculpt them and it just works best for me. After completing this step on all 10 of my fingers, now I'm going to go ahead and mix up my glittered acrylic, and I'm going to add in different shades of pink, purple, and silver. It really just depends on what look you're going for. You can definitely purchase glittered acrylic mixes in the store if you don't want to mix up your own. The only important step is just to be sure to add clear acrylic powder to your glitter mix. That way it's actually a glitter acrylic mix. Now, I'm going to go ahead and prime the nails. Priming just ensures that the acrylic will stick or adhere to the natural nail even better. I'll be using sculpting forms to complete this look. Honestly, about 7 or 8 years ago when I was first learning to do my own acrylic nails, I just found it easier to begin sculpting them versus trying to size up nail tips to each finger. That's the brand of the acrylic that I'll be using, and I'll put all the other products down below if y'all are interested. I'm going to go ahead and leave the acrylic liquid as well as the glittered acrylic mix within the frame, the way you can see how often I'm dipping into each one and about how much glitter I'm picking up. Also, I'm using my gold finger acrylic brush number 4 to complete this entire set. So the shape that I'm going to be doing is kind of stiletto, kind of almond-ish. I say kind of because it's not super pointy like a stiletto, but it's not as rounded off as an almond nail either. I don't know, just let me know what you all think down below. Also, there are numbers on the nail forms. For this set, I'm going to be using the number 3, which ensures that all of my nails are the same length. I'm going to place one small ball towards the end of my own natural nail, and I'm first just going to use the belly of the brush to work that acrylic into the shape that I'm going for. So I use the sides of the nail brush just to kind of sweep the sides together, and then it eventually forms that triangular shape that I'm going for. Use the belly of the brush just to kind of smooth out and flatten out that acrylic just a little bit more. And now I'm going to go ahead and place another ball or bead towards the middle portion of the nail, and I like to just let that sit for a second. I tilt my finger down, that way it doesn't rush back into my cuticle area, and then I begin to work the sides flush into my actual natural nail, but I'm making sure to keep majority of that strength towards the center of the nail. And I place one last ball towards the back portion of my nail and just begin to blend that together that same way, first beginning with the sides. And I'm also being sure not to get it right into my cuticle, because that will definitely cause lifting and your nail just might come off like within 2 or 3 days. I'm going to be sure that the shape is how I want it to be before the nail sets on me. And the way that you know your nails are pretty much done setting, like it's solid, is when you tap your nail with the other side of the nail brush like this. If you hear that sound, it lets you know that your nail is pretty much set, and then you can go ahead and remove the nail form. But until then, that nail is not dry, okay? Like, it's not ready. Do the same thing on this next nail, but except this one is not going to be clear. It's going to be a full glitter nail, and I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that same process using the 3-ball method. If it's called 3-ball method, I don't know, I might have just made something up, but I'm going to do that same thing, and I'm just being sure to define my shape towards the end, and I'm taking small amounts of the glitter and I'm just applying that to the nail using the belly of the brush to ensure that everything is flat, especially near that cuticle area. When I do the glitter, I try to make sure that it's not so thick, because I know that I'm going to encapsulate or cover the glitter with a clear on top, that same clear that we're using on the middle finger. See, I'm doing it right now, just kind of covering that. That way when you begin to foul into the glitter, it's not going to be dull and lose its shine. And also because the glitter mix that you make is not so much strength, so you want to make sure that you're putting clear on top of that. That way the nail is just as strong and it will last, you know, for however long you want it to last for. And again, just be sure that you're not getting into the cuticle area. So yeah, and if I'm out of frame at any point, it's completely difficult for me to try to film my nails and do them and stay within the frame, because honestly I don't hold my hands this still when I'm doing them. So yeah, and if I miss any spots, I take a small amount of the clear and then I just apply that right over it, just to be sure that all of the glitter is covered with clear acrylic powder. Moving right along to the pinky, this one is also going to be a clear nail because we're going to put nail polish right on top of that. I wanted to kind of include, like, you know, at least 4 fingers in this entire set. That way it's not like I'm showing you all one nail and then the video is over. So yeah, I figured y'all may just want to go ahead and watch that. But I'm defining the shape again as well using the sides of the brush just to make sure that it comes to a point. And occasionally I do turn my hand to myself to make sure that my point is in the center of the nail, because you don't want it to be offset to the left or to the right. And a tip for getting it or not getting it in the cuticle area, just get as close as you can. If it may look like your set has grown out, at least you won't have any lifting, you know. Like, get as close as you can without getting it on the cuticle, girl. Just practice and practice until, you know, you get your nails the way that you want them to be. So I do my thumbs a little shorter for texting purposes, but they are the same stiletto type of almond shape. At first I thought I wanted to kind of do like the French thing with just a glitter tip and then cover the entire nail with clear, but then I decided to just go ahead and just kind of do like an ombre fade of the glitter onto my actual nail bed. I'm making sure that my shape is kind of pointy towards the end, and once I'm satisfied with the shape, I'm going to go ahead now and just cover the entire nail with the clear acrylic powder, and I'm just going to blend everything along. When I'm doing my nails, I try to be as precise as I can. That way I don't have too much filing to do and too much buffing to do. You want the nail to be as close to the finished product as you can when you apply the acrylic. That way you won't have to do too much filing. But honestly, when I was first starting out, so don't panic, when I was first starting out I had to do a lot of filing, okay? But just practice with it and you'll get better. So I'm going to begin now just by filing my nails, and I just like to work on the sides first just to define that shape even more. I kind of line the file up with my natural nail, and then I kind of curve it over just to make sure that that point is even more defined. And then after I'm satisfied with the shape, that's when I begin to kind of round off the edges even more so that I don't scratch myself or scratch anyone else. And then I go ahead and I begin to file the top portion of the nail. So yeah, I think I was showing you all the point that I was trying to, showing you all the sides. And I kind of pinch down the sides of my finger, that way I'm not scratching that with the nail file, and it helps me to make sure that I'm really getting that shape defined on the sides. Once all of my nails are filed, I'm going to go ahead and proceed to buffing them, and this just helps to smooth out that nail even more, especially for if you want to do any type of nail art, or if you're going to be applying nail polish. Usually when I know I'm going to apply gel, which is always, sometimes I skip the buffing part because the gel is still going to shine either way. But if you're going to do nail polish, you definitely want to buff your nails first so that the polish shines even more. I'm going to go ahead and take this pink nail polish. This one is one of the OPI polishes from the Hello Kitty collection in the color Look at My Bow. And then on the pinky, I'm going to be applying this one in Super Cute in pink. And I did do an entire review on that entire set like a long time ago. I'll leave it down below if y'all are interested. I feel like this voiceover was trash. I don't know. I already redone this voiceover about 10 times, so we're just gonna go with this one. I did apply some rhinestones to my nails just to complete the look, apply some cuticle oil, a hand cream to make it look more polished. And yeah, questions and comments, be sure to leave all of that down below. I have more nail tutorials on my channel, but since I do hair tutorials and other beauty videos, they do sometimes get lost. So I'll leave my entire nail tutorials playlist down in my description box below. And as always, I thank you all so much for watching.